The new moon in Scorpio. Yeah, there's a situation here involving love that I feel like you're really trying to resist. I feel like there's a situation here, you have very strong feelings, very strong emotions here as well. You truly value this person, like you have care, you have adoration here as well, right? But I feel like you're really just fighting yourself involving this situation. Like I feel like this is something that you're going towards, but I feel like it's slowly. I feel like you're really trying to like build up steps here, really trying to figure out the situation, figure out this person here as well, right? Find deeper understanding as to why they move the way they do, like why they act the way they act here as well, right? First out, we have desire. Virgo, like this is a person that you have so much love. I feel like there's a lot of sexual energy. There's a lot of sexual healing going on here as well. I feel like there's like a lot of hugging, a lot of like touching here as well. And I feel like this is a person that genuinely makes you happy. But Virgo, why are you resisting it? Like, I feel like this is a space, especially in the Scorpio season, where you're really going into your desires, where you're really going into your love energy here as well, right? We have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups that just flew out on this table here as well, right? I feel like you could be resisting this person, this energy here as well, because there's been a lot of hurtful, hateful things that have been said, a lot of hurtful, hateful things that have been done up to this point here as well. I feel like there could be a lot of like verbal disagreements, and I feel like that almost kind of pushes you away from this person here as well. Moving forward, I feel like if there's been any hurtful, hateful words, I feel like you're really resisting and holding yourself back from that. Like you're really walking away from any of the toxic energy you've really been falling into involving relationships here as well, right? You're like, if there's something negative or mean that you're wanting to say, you're really holding yourself back. Like this love energy, this love frequency here as well doesn't need to experience like the negativity of like yourself or your past or anything you've been going through up to this point. And then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're walking away from any sadness involving the situation. Yes, I feel like you're still going towards this energy here as well. I feel like you're just doing it in a different way. Like I feel like you're not getting so wrapped up in your feelings, not so wrapped up in your emotions here as well, right? If there's been like parts in this relationship that's really been making you sad, like you're holding yourself back from doing that. Like I feel like that's where you could have been getting like caught up in the situation. I feel like you could have been like going off of past hurts and I feel like it was scratching my nose. I feel like it's really causing like a lot of tension, a lot of frustration here. I don't feel like you had been really been working through your issues here as well. The fact that you're not taking this as seriously as you had been in the past, like that's to your benefit here. You're really walking away from any sadness, any altercations here as well. You're not like willing to put yourself in a situation where you're like trying to hurt this person. Like if anything, you want to heal them, you want to help them, you want to love them here as well, right? And we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, once again, I like I feel like you could have been like the Knight of Cups, you know, before. Moving forward, you're just not taking this so seriously, and I feel like that's honestly to help you protect your feelings and to protect theirs as well, right? And we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, you're doing a lot of spying. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're paying extra close attention to here as well, like how they're reacting, how you're reacting here as well, right? And I feel like if it's not positive, if it's not like helping the situation grow here as well, you're really taking a step back. Like you're like, I feel like you two are almost like feeding off one another's energy here as well, right? Yeah, there's a lot of love that you're wanting to share with this person. Hey, good morning. But I feel like you're just being careful and you're paying attention to the signs. And if you're feeling like, hey, maybe I shouldn't see them today, maybe I shouldn't talk to them today, like, and if they get mad, then you know, like I feel like they're showing up a lot more because you're not so like, I feel like there was a space in this relationship where it was very intense here as well. Instead of getting mad, instead of getting angry because they're not like reacting or doing the things that you're wanting them to do here as well, you're taking a step back. And I feel like you're doing a lot of sleeping, a lot of resting, a lot of recharging here as well, right? Yeah, and then we have the Eight of Swords. There's going to be a space here where you're really put into like almost like a timeout, like a space where you're really having to do a lot more resting, a lot of retreating here as well. You're being put into a spot to see like how this person is reacting. You know that there's a brand new like a start, a beginning, like a fresh page here for you as well, that's really going to open your eyes to something so much bigger than I think you had been expecting here as well. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, and then we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's a space here where you're almost not investing yourself too much in the situation here as well, because you could feel like there's a new beginning happening in it. But I feel like it's almost an illusion here as well, right? Yeah, let me have the Ace of Pentacles. You're not, once again, Virgo, you're not investing so much into the situation. Hey, good morning. I feel like you're almost not investing yourself into the situation here because, you know, like, yes, it's an opportunity, but it's not going to be an opportunity here that's going to be long lasting. Once again, you're going into like a desiring space. What do you want me to read? I'm reading Virgo right now, and then we have the Hermit. Here you are. Here you are, Virgo. Yeah, I feel like there's a space here where you know that the only opportunities that are coming in for you are the ones that like you're showing up for, the ones that you're showing up correctly here as well. You're being guided to like what it is you're supposed to be doing. And although these things may not be permanent here for yourself as well, you're really understanding like, hey, there's a new beginning that's coming. Oh, thank you so much for liking us, you too. And then we have the moon card. Yeah. I feel like there's a space here where you're going a lot more into, I'm not on Gemini. Yeah. I feel like there's a space here where, you're really going into your emotions. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're really wanting to hide from yourself, to hide from this other person here as well, right? And then we have the sun. Keep in mind, anything that you're hiding, it's gonna come to the light. Like I feel like there's a lot of like feelings and emotions that you've been investing into this situation here as well. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're wanting to say, but once again, I feel like you're resisting it. I feel like you're really holding it back here as well. Keep in mind, this other person is feeling this energy. This other person knows how you genuinely feel as well, right? And we have the Knight of Swords. Once again, I feel like there's been a space here where you've really just been holding yourself back as to like truly speaking on your feelings, truly speaking on your emotions. It's how you're acting and showing up here as well, that these people are like showing you like, hey, like this is really how they're feeling about you here as well, right? Yeah. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's a space here where you're really having to allow these things to like come to fruition for you. Like you're not trying to force them. You're not trying to like invest too heavily here as well, right? But this is a genuine opportunity here as well. Like this is something that you can like really relax into. Like I feel like there was a space here where it was just so intense before. I feel like you were getting on your own nerves about the situation. I feel like the other person, like their nerves were getting irritated here as well, right? Um, no, like the more that you're allowing these things like really to play out naturally and not get so caught up in like the intensity of the heavy emotions here as well, right? Keep in mind we are in Scorpio season, right? So like the emotions are a lot more intense than necessary, right? And then we have the Two of Pentacles. It's really about how you're keeping yourself in balance here as well, how you're moving your body. And I feel like there is going to be a huge reunion coming in here for yourself as well, right? I feel like in the past where feelings were so like intense here as well, I feel like you were almost out of balance. Like I feel like you had so much passion, so much enjoyment here, and like really putting all your eggs in a basket here as well. And I feel like it was really throwing you off, and I feel like it was causing a lot more frustration in your life than necessary, right? And I feel like that's really what could have caused some separation here as well, right? You know that this person's coming back in. Yeah, you know that this person is yeah, definitely. And I feel like you're a little bit anxious about how like the storyline's going to play out for you here as well, right? And then we have the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like oh, like there's a space here where it's like, you know, you're wanting to invest, right? You know, you're wanting this to progress to a space here where it's something more, but I feel like it almost like it makes you nervous. Like I have like butterflies, nervous feelings here as well. Like this is something that you're really wanting to do. This is something that you're really wanting to invest in. I feel like you're just scared. And then we have the Six of Cups. And then we have the Six of Cups. Virgo. Virgo. This is somebody that you're really wanting to spend time with. This is somebody you're really wanting to pour a lot of time, effort, energy into. Like you're really wanting to show up correct here as well. I just feel like there's been such a space where you've gotten your feelings hurt, where you've gotten into your emotions, and like the other person didn't necessarily give you what it was you were needing here for yourself, right? I feel like you keep talking yourself out of this investment. I feel like you keep backtracking. I feel like you are worried. And then we have the Knight of Cups. It's because you care so deeply. It's because you have such strong emotions here as well, right? Oh, Virgo. And then we have the Emperor. And then we have the Emperor. Nothing can get done unless it's you like stepping up and showing how much you really care, how much you really like support them, how much you're really wanting the situation. Like I feel like the fact that you haven't been speaking on how you're really feeling, like it's messing you up. Like you really feel a certain way, but I feel like you're almost like saying and doing the opposite. And I feel like that's where you've really been like screwing yourself. Like it's not been you're not showing up correctly. You're not showing up with how you are really feeling about this situation, about this person here as well, right? And then we have the Ten of Wands. And I feel like you're almost going to notice like scratch my nose, the more that you're doing this, the more like these negative situations are coming in for you here as well. It's almost like Spirit's trying to push you into a space here where you can be a lot more intimate, like you can be a lot more vulnerable here as well, right? Yeah, and I feel like it's once again you're scared. Like there's a lot of fear space, a lot of worry here as well, right? And then you have the Ace of Cups. You're scared about love, Virgo. You're scared to like actually have love and show love and be in love and Like there's almost a space where you're just not wanting to invest in it because shit's just not been playing out how you've been wanting it to. And so Virgo, get out of your own fears, get out of your own worries here as well. Like these things are coming in for you. And don't self-sabotage. Like I feel like there's a space here where you just really self-sabotage, and you like you're crashing your own car on purpose. It's like, Virgo, what are you doing? Like you're on course, you're on par for the course. Like, allow these things really to come in for you here as well, right? Don't chase them away. Don't be like mean and angry so that you know they don't want to stay here as well, right? Really allow yourself to feel this love, and don't be scared that things are going to play out in the same way that they have before up to this point, right? We have abundance mindset. We have abundance mindset. It says, if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that's exactly what you will experience. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep telling yourself positive things. Get out of your own head. Like, allow the good things to come in for you here as well, right? Like, you have so many beautiful, wonderful things that are coming in, and allow these things to play out because you're worth it. And you know it. And so quit running from the blessings that are coming in for you here as well, right? Scratch my nose there. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.